This is New Hampshire Cross Country, powered by Runners Alley, coming at you from the Division I State Championships. This year's meet hub brought to you by Tim's Truck Capital. Girls D1 on the line. We can see them stretching out there, getting those last minute strides, just a few minutes away from that start. They get the first race of the day, which means they probably get the best, not only course conditions, but weather conditions, as it's going to start warming up here. Definitely does not feel like a fall day already with that sun beating down. But taking a look at our teams in this, Pinkerton is our top-ranked team in D1 right now. They're ranked 3rd in the state. Bedford is 4th, Dover 5th, Nashua North 6th, Winnacunnet 7th, Exeter 8th, Concord 9th. And when they go 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 like that, you have to anticipate that some of those kind of rankings are going to switch around when they go through this meet today. On the individual side of things, I'm happy that I don't have to go through it. I get to introduce Jim McKenzie on the day. Jimmy, who we got?
Oh, we got some great runners out there. This race right here is anybody's race. Let's start off with Winnacunnet Charlotte Cudelata. She's the defending champ, so she has already had one in the bag, but she has got some challenges today. Bedford's Fiona Lee and Kelsey O'Neill, they're going to try to, push it over the top for Pinkerton, because last year was a four-point win for Pinkerton. Mia Share, Portsmouth. She'll be right up there in probably the top 5 battling. Dover's Anique Poulin, Margaret Spuler, and now they got Izzy McIntyre back, so Dover could pull a little bit of an upset. Pinkerton's the loaded team. Isabel Grew, Contessa Silver, and a freshman, Suki Folsom. She's my outside pick to win this thing today. Exeter's Eli Cross, Anna Bondakowski of BG, Lily Thomas of of Salem. You know what? Anybody's game, but the team battle, I think, is Pinkerton and Bedford, and maybe a sneaky Dover today.
Yeah, I think Pinkerton does have that slight edge, just with some of those names you mentioned. Individually, though, I feel like this is more open. We do have a defending champ, so that always factors in. But I think she's going to have some company up front. Especially, I really like the way that Lee and O'Neill looked a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, they're good.
They looked like they had a breakout race not too long ago. So we'll see if they can kind of continue that momentum here. As we're just moments away, it looks like we're getting some final instruction for the girls. But yeah, I think we're going to have a good one.
Yeah. The only reason I'm saying Suki Folsom, last year she was the middle school champion, and sometimes it carries over. These freshman girls, they just run well, and she'll have those other Pinkerton girls there, but it's gonna be great. I'm excited.
Well, Suki's been strong all season. It's not like she's gonna surprise anyone by being in that front pack today. Same thing with her teammates. I think that it's really kind of open up there, and it could just come down to strategy. We talked about, or we heard on the podcast last night, the first mile of this and second mile of this are night and day difference, and especially with the third mile. This course really lends itself to having a strong strategy. If you can come out with a good strategy here, you can make some moves that maybe weren't expected and really have a huge impact on the team side of things. And with that, I see our starter.
Perfect day for running. Let's get it on.
There we go. 2023 Division I Girls State Championship. See these girls heading up this hill. Got a big loop around. They'll see this hill again shortly. Do we have any early leaders, Jimmy?
Wow, it looks like a bunch right now. Fiona Lee's making her way out. The girls from Bedford are going to the front. Dover's and Anique Poulin's right there. This is excitement today.
It's going to be a good one. We'll throw it 600 meters down.
All right, so here we are at the 600 mark. We got the first run. Actually, it's a huge pack of runners coming up. There's not even a established lead group or chase pack right now. So some teams to look out for today. We got Bedford, Pinkerton, Dover, Nashua North, Winnacunnet, Exeter, Concord. Right up front there, we got a Keene, we got Dover, the 2 Bedford. There's 3 Pinkerton right there. Along with 2 BG, some more Bedford. I mean, at this point in the race, no one's really sure what's going to happen. We'll see how it strings out. We'll see what packs form. But at this point in the race, it's just too close to even say anything about team scores or individuals.
All right, we can see no real leaders. I do see a couple standout names up in front. As they are coming down to the low point of this first mile. Slight change of course at this point this year. They're going to cut up the hill a little bit sooner, avoid that traditional mud patch. Still though, that ground over there is quite a bit soft. No clear leader at this point. Although Keen's #1 out in front. Didn't even mention her in our preview, video preview that is. We'll see kind of how it goes at the 1 mile, see if she's able to hang out up there or not. You know, and speaking of Keen, that's a pack of 4 Keen right there, so that's a strong contention. Staying together, which can be a pretty useful strategy on this course. But up in front, in addition to our slight leader, you know, we had some of those bigger names that we had previewed early on in this race. Really don't get a true picture of what's going on until we get to that 1 mile point. So with that, we're gonna go ahead and throw it over to the mile, see who's leading it individually wise, and hopefully get a little glimpse of teams at that point.
Okay, here we go. We got them coming into view. We got a good pack here. Pack of about 10 girls.
They're just kind of hanging back. What do we got for a time right now, Jimmy?
6 minutes right now. Looks like Anique Poulin is leading the pack.
Yeah, they're hanging. See Anique Poulin. I see O'Neill. See Folsom.
Oh, they
Silva.
got all the big guns are there. Pinkerton's got their 3 right there.
Here we go. Nice pack first mile. Hey,
They're all there.
watch out for Kunalitis today. She is defending champion. Pinkerton right now is winning this going away. Bedford's laying back a little bit with their 3, 4, 5.
Definitely Pinkerton looks like the team right now. But race starts 2nd mile.
Race starts the 2nd mile. Watch out for Nashua North today. They've been sneaky good up until
Really
this
good.
point.
Nice job, Stein. Nice job.
Shelly Smith. Sorry,
Nice job.
Titans, watch out for Nashua North second half of this race.
Yeah, we'll get some surprise
You guys
teams.
went over all the teams, right?
All the teams, yeah. Like, big thing is Dover's getting back Izzy McIntyre, so that's going to help them out.
Oh, did you see her in the first part of this? She was in the second or third. No, here's Izzy McIntyre right here. Watch for her second half. We'll see what happens.
See if she can dig it in.
Yep. She definitely looks within herself. A lot can happen in the second half of this race.
Perfect pace. That's it, Lindsay.
She's more of a hunter than the hunted.
For sure.
So
For sure.
we'll see what happens. Right now, definitely Pinkerton's got the lead. Bedford in second. Last year was a 4-point difference. And I think it could be that close again.
North's pack usually hammers the second half of the race when they've had the 2 really good races. You didn't even notice them the first half. It was the second half of races that they came back. Winnicott, Exeter, they also know. Although Exeter has a bunch of freshmen.
Right. You never know with them wild cards.
Never know. Never know.
Oh, Charlie.
So with the majority of the runners going by, we're going to shift this up the hill to Ben and maybe Patrick if he's back from the Great Bay 5K.
Yeah.
What's so great about the Great Bay 5K?
Oh, it's great.
It's the Mackenzie Mile. Let's go.
All right, and here we are at the top of the hill. Right now, these girls are really fighting to get up this hill. It's a rough one. And it looks like things haven't strung out really at all, which is kind of what we expected. No one's really taking the lead too early right now. You know, they've still got a lot of running to go, especially up some big, tough hills. But right at the front, we're gonna have 3 Pinkerton. It's gonna be Silva, Gruel, and Suki Folsom. With 2 Bedford, Dover. It's going to be hit O'Neill and Fiona Lee got a North. So, I mean, we're really expecting a Bedford and Pinkerton battle right here, which is what it's looking like at the front. Pinkerton's already got their 5 up the hill. So they're running very well right now. Probably giving them the edge a little bit, but still, it's too early to call.
There you go, Chloe. Keep that pressure on, Chloe. Keep it on. That's it, Sky. Stay calm. Stay calm. Stay steady, Chloe.
It's going to get a little loud over here as the rest of this race unfolds.
Go. All right, Bella. Keep putting in sight. Keep the pressure on.
Right now, we're about 8.5 minutes in. So, I mean, really a tight race, even in these chase backs and up front.
Right up there,
It's really anyone's race right now.
There you go, Mahaley.
As you can see, this hill is very rough.
All right, Mahaley, stay tall. When you get past this pavement, keep the pressure.
They still got another one, though, so you better be ready for that. We'll see you once they crest the top of that hill at the 2 mile. All right, and here we are at the 2 mile, right at the top of the big ski slope hill. And at the front, we got Kelsey and Fiona of Bedford, followed very closely by Pinkerton's 3 girls, Greer, Silva, and Folsom. Bedford's going to need their 1 and 2 if they want to have a chance at this team title. And here comes Poulin of Dover. And last year's defending champ, Winnicott Koutoulitis. With BG and Exeter, Salem right in between. Here comes Merrimack's one. They had quite the student section down by the 600.
There you go, Callie.
But here's Pinkerton's 4.
Let the downhill carry you. Let's go.
I think her name's Callie. That's what they were saying, at least. I'm not sure. Here goes Mia Scher of Portsmouth. On with BG, Dover's 2, Concord's 1, Pinkerton's 5. So Pinkerton's got 5 through right now. And I don't think we've seen Bedford's 4. I believe this is their 3 right here. And then here's Pinkerton's 6. So Bedford might have the 1 and 2 spot locked up. Definitely not locked up. They still got quite a bit of running to go. But Pinkerton's depth is just coming in handy right here. Here comes Concord. Keene, there comes the North. Another Exeter, Wyndham, another Concord, Dover. So Dover, Concord are probably fighting it out for that 3 spot. Nashua North as well, probably getting right up there. Exeter's had quite a few runners through. She was running out of bounds. No officials here though, so no one sees it. So if I was a betting man, I'm probably saying Fiona Lee takes the team or takes the individual title. Pinkerton takes the team title. I lose most of my bets though, so I mean we'll see how that plays out. But hopefully I didn't just jinx them. All right, well, we'll see you at the finish to decide the team and individual title.
All right, here we go. That's Bedford 1, Bedford 2, Kelsey O'Neill, Fiona Lee. They're putting the hammer down. Pinkerton's first. Tess Silva's first. Pinkerton has 3-4. 3-4-5. So they got Izzy, they got Suki. And then here comes National North's first. So with 3 in the top 5, we got to give that to Pinkerton right now. Bedford's right there. It's going to really depend upon the next several, what the back ends are going to look like. There's Exeter and BG's Fondakowski. And Exeter's Eli Cross, just a freshman. Here comes Charlotte Kudalitis, defending champ, and Nick Poulin from Dover. Salem's first. Lily Thomas. Still waiting on the team battle here. And that's Pinkerton's fourth. They're going to have this sewn up. There's Pinkerton's fourth. And they have about 800 meters to go from here. Merrimack coming through. That's their first girl. It is still warm. Still warm even this early in the morning. Dover's second. Dover's third. Now we have 3 from Dover. Dover's right in this. Bishop Girton's second. Horseman's first. Concord's first. Shelley Smith. Keep going. Bedford's third. Concord's second. Pinkerton's fifth. Pinkerton's sixth. So right now Pinkerton's in the lead. Concord's coming back pretty hard right now too. This is tight, but right now I'd have to say it's Pinkerton's race. And second's gonna be up for grabs. We'll see what Dover has coming through. They just had 3 go by. And then we have Wyndham. Dover's fourth, I believe. They need a 5th. Exeter 3-4-5 or 2-3-4. Concord's gonna be in the mix here. The real wondering is who's gonna be second. And then we have Kelsey O'Neill, looks like might be the surprise Division I champ, where she's about to go around the tree with 1 left. Fiona Lee coming in. Bedford looks really good. That's Contessa Silva trying to make a rock drive for Fiona Lee. And we'll give it over to the finish line for the commentary.
We've got our leader coming down at us, coming up rather. From Bedford, that looks to be O'Neill.
Oh, she opened it up big time. They're gonna go 1-2.
See her teammate Lee behind.
Outstanding run. Kelsey O'Neill, champion, Division I champion. How's that sound? Fiona Lee's pulling it in for second.
We saw they were a little bit closer earlier on, but O'Neill.
1-2 punch. Now we'll see what Pinkerton can respond. Pinkerton's gonna have 3 right here.
I think O'Neill had that breakout race a couple weeks ago at Franklin Park and got her a lot of confidence as Pinkerton's #1 here. Again, top team coming into it for D1. They're 2 and 3 now crossing the line.
Wow, Contessa Silva, Grew, Folsom. National North trying to make their move.
Laura White, wow.
Laura White. Exeter's Eli Cross crossing the line. Fondakowski from Bishop Girton. Nick Poulin from Dover.
So we saw Pinkerton with 3 low numbers. Have yet to see 4 and 5 from them. Of course, it's still early. We're only 10 girls in.
Udalatis, last year's champion.
Salem's #1. That was Lily Thomas.
Thomas, #4 for Pinkerton. Wow. 1 more, and they lock this thing up. Lock it up tight.
So their 4th girl is 12th place overall. They've got low numbers.
Marsaw, she had a great race today. Merrimack! Merrimack's first girl.
That was Bedard.
Comes Mir Sheriff from Portsmouth. Dover's got their second and third on their way.
BG number 2.
Pinkerton's fifth. Pinkerton, I'll tell you what,
That's
call
it.
it now.
That's
Go,
done.
game over.
They came to play today. My goodness.
Congratulations, Jamie Bernard and her team. They're your champions.
Yeah, top 5 and 18.
Not bad.
Got a good race going on here, though. A couple more from Concord coming. Winnicott, Wyndham. A little bit of a battle here between Keene and North.
Every point counts right now for those other places.
That North does end up sneaking by.
There's another battle with a Keene runner.
The Keene
Big
second.
kick from Wyndham. Look at this. Look at that battle right to the end. Those points might make a big difference.
Wyndham's number 2. Keene's number 2. This is Dover's number 4. Exeter with a pair.
Exeter looks good. Bishop Gurdon having a pretty good day today.
Yeah, that was 4 for Exeter. Bishop Girton,
There's Exeter's fifth in sight.
that's their third. So Exeter will have 5. Concord, we saw a few of them grouped together early. So Concord now has 4. Exeter has 5 and then some. Keene, North, Portsmouth, Concord. That's their 5 and 6.
Concord surprised some people today.
North.
Here's Izzy McIntyre. Got a big layoff, but this will be their fifth, so not bad.
Yeah, North now has 5. Concord has 5. Exeter, Dover, Bedford, Pinkerton, all with 5 across. That's 6 teams.
And there'll be a lot of changing around from that score.
Oh, yeah.
As we get the displacement and everything else involved. Right now, we know Pinkerton won.
Yeah, there's really no question with that one today.
That's a hard one, too, when Bedford takes first and second. Outstanding running, but as you know, it takes 5.
Keep pushing.
Yeah, they had a lot of low numbers. So again, taking a look at qualifying for next week. For Division 1, it's the top 7 teams and the first 30 finishers. And at this point, we do have 7 finishing teams, or 7 teams with 5. Doesn't mean those will be the 7 advancing, because like you said earlier, displacement definitely still a factor. We know Pinkerton's advancing. I feel pretty good about Bedford, Dover, Exeter, Concord. Those are kind of the top 5 right now. And then you got North. I think they probably pretty strong
Yeah,
spot.
looks like it.
Bishop Girton has 5 across. Winnicott has 5 across. So those, they're in the mix as well. So at this point in the race, we're 75 girls deep. They continue to come kind of single file, not a whole lot of races right at the end. Keene has 5 now, Wyndham has 5 now, Portsmouth has 5 now, if I didn't say them earlier.
Boy, look at second place tighten up, though.
Yeah, if we look at live scoring, which is not official because it continues to jump around, team-wise, Pinkerton has it. But second place is a tie between Bedford and Dover.
Exeter only 1 point behind.
Oh, wow.
So 116, 116, 117, but that's going to change. But that makes it excitement.
It certainly does. See Merrimack crossing, Memorial with a couple. I think Merrimack has 4 across.
Not bad at all running today for
Londonderry
October.
with a pair back to back. Winnicott. Owls, I believe that'd be Timberlane. Salem, Alvern.
Boy, Pinkerton really did crush the field.
Memorial, Alvern. Yeah, it's like
I didn't see that coming. I thought it was going to be a lot closer. Last year it was a 4-point difference. Right now we're looking at close to 80-point difference.
I tell you, that might be the easiest team win to call all day, because they were just out in front, low numbers. Again, we saw their 5th place was what, 18th? So it was pretty strong up there from Pinkerton. And if we jump back at that 2nd place battle, again, these scores are updating, but now it's Bedford 124, Dover 125, Exeter 126. Nothing official yet. All those kind of scores are within range of each other. So right now, in my mind, it's more or less a virtual tie as we get the final team members in for the rest of the teams.
82-point lead right now. Wow, that's I didn't see that. I knew they were good, but man, I didn't know they were that good.
South with 3 in a row. That puts them in the scoring mix.
Now we get another update back to
127, 127, 129.
Yeah. So probably, it might come down to that 6th man. For 2nd place.
Again, moving down to the starting line is
Dover had a good day.
Division 1 boys. Division 1 boys starting at 14 minutes.
Yeah, it's definitely thinned out a little bit, which just gives us more time to, kind of admire some of the victories today. Pinkerton, huge day. And how about Kelsey O'Neill?
So we knew she was one of the top runners, but she came in and put an exclamation point on it. That's a good sized lead.
Oh yeah.
They were, when they came by, towards the tree, it was a close one, but boy, she turned on the Jets. On her own teammate.
Yep. No, like I said, I think a couple weeks ago we saw them at Franklin Park for CMI, and Lee was out in front of O'Neill, finished that way. But to me, that was a huge day for O'Neill. She looked great that day. I think she gained a lot of confidence. If she didn't, she got the confidence for me to have in her. That's for sure. Because she showed up that day. She's like, okay, I can run with these girls, and she did an outstanding job today, taking that win over her teammate Lee. And if we take a look at the top 5, 2 from Bedford, 3 from Pinkerton, that's huge in the team scores. And those 3 that I just said for Pinkerton, they're big names too. Like we know all those names. So I think pretty good race. Not necessarily exactly how we thought it would play, but definitely exciting. And I think with the majority of the girls' passes, we'll try and catch 1 or 2 more if we can. But once again, this is New Hampshire Cross Country, powered by Runners Alley. Our meet coverage today brought to you by Tim's Truck Capital. This has been your 2023 Division 1 Girls State Championship here at Derryfield Park. Pinkerton taking the team title. O'Neill on the individual side, and 2nd place right now is too close to call, with Bedford, Dover still tied with the last few runners coming in. We got to get ourselves ready for the boys race.
Do it.